Super Bowl matchups.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
all
save
have
it for tomorrow. Don't,
they
don't,
all
don't
have
give it. Don't give it to
our
them now. Don't
birds.
give it to
Oh,
them now. Don't give it to them now. Nah, they gotta come. You gotta come on back. They gotta come on back and check us out. Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. All right, let's stay on the NFL track here, talking about the draft and playoffs
we
are
here.
around. So let's take a quick look, to a quick gander of what the playoffs picture looks like and early thoughts about who you think is going to be in Super Bowl. Was that 41 this year? Super Bowl 41. Let's start off with the AFC. And, we won't give our gambling picks per se. From an odds perspective, we'll do that tomorrow. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel for our gambling picks tomorrow. Um, but looking at the NFC, obviously 15-1 KC, AFC champs, and everything's going to go through KC. I don't know what team could beat them in Kansas City. Like I don't I just like that's where I'm at. Like, don't matter if the Chargers win, Baltimore win, Buffalo wins, and then you know KC gets the Chargers, and it's Buffalo versus Ravens, and it's whoever wins that. It don't matter. You all got to go to KC to
Mhm.
get a win, and I just don't see that happening. Like I don't see like I feel like KC's going to go back to the Super Bowl. That's where I'm at. Like I'm penciling them in as the Super Bowl. I don't see anybody good enough to beat them. Like they have to have a bad day or Mahomes has to get hurt. And I don't think I've ever seen like even in bad days, they still somehow find ways to win, whether they get bailed out by people say by the refs, whatever the situation is. But I feel like KC's going back to the Super Bowl, bro.
So I want to ask you a question before.
Oh,
What you
Don Don,
what,
just in time, Don Don, because you already know what what Diddy's talking about on the NFC side. We already know he's going to show his true colors, and they might not be green.
so hold on, time out. What Super Bowl did you say this was?
And is it 41?
I thought that's what you said. 41, bro. What you in 2009 or something?
What no,
This is
what's
this
what's
is
what's
50, isn't
LIF?
that 59? That's 59.
Is it 59?
Yes.
Oh shit,
You
my bad.
said
Yeah, that's right. I didn't
41.
even see the X there. I said 41. Damn, why you gonna throw me out like that
I
on
don't know,
Twitter?
just sound
You
crazy.
know what?
That was
You
so
right. You need to
bad.
keep me honest. You
Yeah,
need to
that was
keep me
bad.
honest.
I can't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
Well,
right.
you know what? If we just add community note to the bottom,
He said, "What Super Bowl?" He said, 41. What year
oh
are
man.
you
I'm like, that bring it back to 2004. I was a young boy by the time that Super Bowl you was talking about. But
in?
to your question, you talking about just the AFC? I think it's gonna be a good playoffs, man. I'm going to.
Like the question really is who's really going to take out KC?
Okay, I
Like
think
who's got a shot?
I don't have Kansas City going to the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I don't. I think the three-peat pressure will be on them. I think they've skated all year to be where they are. I know it's crazy to say. I feel like they've skated majority of the season
Mm.
to only one loss, getting the bye, number one seed, showing up the number one seed. How slick was it for them to just get blown out last week? So Cincinnati gets the back door because they hate Cincinnati. Obviously, Cincinnati is their nemesis, so that was pretty cool to see. But I just think Baltimore and Buffalo are just a better team than Kansas City right now. Record doesn't show it. But I just think overall right now both those teams are playing really good football. And I don't know who's going to meet Kansas City in the AFC Championship, but I
Hmm.
think both of them have scars from Kansas City and they will be ready to play. I think they will
Mm.
not be feared. I know they're going to go to Kansas City, but Baltimore got embarrassed last year when they played them in Baltimore. That's heavy. That's weighing heavy on Lamar right now. I know he's been talking about it since week one, and I know we all know Josh Allen kryptonite is Kansas City, and I think he can get over the hump. I mean, he's playing out of his mind. We're talking
Yeah,
about two MVPs pretty much race that's going to have to play against Patrick Mahomes, former MVP, and I think they get him, man. I really do. I think it's hard to three-peat. It's
you
hard to.
you you hoping they get him.
I do, and I think what you're saying is right. Going to Kansas City is tough. Very one of the largest stadiums in NFL. Going to probably be cold, but I think these boys are going to be ready. It's nothing they're not going to see. I think they'll be prepared. So way more prepared than they were we've seen in the past.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, NFC.
NFC,
Yeah,
yeah. So it's going to be a great playoffs. Let's start with that.
I
We got
think I,
some
th- I
great
think I think
great
Farm
competition.
was right about Sam. Really surprised that Sam in that last game against Detroit, they floundered that
They
game.
did. They really did.
They
Especially Sam
floundered that
Darnold. I
game.
mean, it was open. He was, but I think, like you said, they were getting after him. Detroit looks real good. Don, I'm always with you when it comes down to the Lions, but my bird gang is in here. And
Ooh, yeah.
unfortunately, I just think the injury bug has hit you guys too hard. That you guys won't be able to last within this playoff series. I know you get Montgomery back. That's a big piece here coming into the playoffs. I like the Birds, man. I think the Birds got an easier path to playing you. I think we go through Green Bay. We get our lick back.
I think the Eagles have a tough path to the bowl.
Hell no. Okay. First off, Green Bay is limping into the playoffs, right? You lose Watson. That's a big piece of their offense. And then Love is coming in 100%. That's their main piece. I think we handle our business. Jalen Hurts obviously practiced today, so he'll clear
God
protocol.
damn, Don. Shit. That
Oh
hurt
shit,
me.
you gonna unsubscribe?
That hurt me. That hurt
Come
me,
on, man.
Don.
Don't be that
Don't do
guy.
that.
Got you.
We're on our way to 5K, man. We're on our way to 5K. Almost there.
But I think the Eagles beat the Green Bay Packers. I don't know what's going to happen between Washington. Tampa Bay's always had our number, so I'm hoping Washington wins this game, and I think we can beat Washington. And
Yeah,
then we're going to go to
always go
Detroit,
against Tampa in the playoffs for Jalen Hurts.
right? But they're coming. They got to come to Philly, so I think that's going to be a big piece
Well, not.
coming to
I
Philly.
mean, I don't. So the reason why I say the path is tough because I think Green Bay is a team. They have a complete team. They can rush the passer. They have a good back end. Obviously, Alexander is going to be out. Watson on the other side. I think they've played without him enough. He's been hurt a lot, so I think they know how to play with him. I think the big deal is Jordan Love with that little elbow stinger injury
Yeah,
that could change him. But they still have a great run game and Josh Jacobs. So and they have great coaching, right? Matt LaFleur is a great head coach. I think they'll be ready to play. Talent wise, on paper wise, yes, the Eagles should win, but you got to go through a good team to get to the next game. So you get you go through Green Bay, and I suspect the Vikings to bounce back and beat the Rams, and I suspect the Bucks to win.
I don't know.
The purple people going to be deep in LA.
I hear you.
They're going to
LA,
be they
LA. I
going
don't think anybody wants to see LA. I feel like LA
why?
Rams is like the Cincinnati Bengals. They're the,
I
they're
don't
the
think
most
so.
healthiest of every football team that's in the playoffs right now. Right now,
Yeah,
they're the most healthiest.
they're I mean they're decent. I'm a big Matt Stafford fan, but when I watch them play, it's like it's not the Cooper Cup show. It's
It's
really
the
Puka.
that's fine. That's a big show.
You know what I mean? But not
It's a
like
big
not
show.
like Cooper. Not like when Cooper was fired like it was. And I just think defensively they'll be able to handle I think the Rams. I think the Vikings win that game. And then you got, the Vikings coming to us, which, I love, but it's just I think the Vikings match up really well against us. And I think that'll be a really tough game for us. But even if we win that, right? You go to Green Bay, you go to the Vikings, more likely you got to then go to Detroit and deal with Detroit. So that's why I say they have the toughest path because that's the path more likely I think is going to happen. Now, between Washington And Tampa, Don think Washington beats Tampa. Um, I don't think so, in my personal opinion. Um, I think, and then if Tampa wins, we get Tampa, because the lowest seed goes to Detroit. So, in your point, I think you hope Washington wins, but I don't. Baker's playing pretty well, and I think that the playoffs changes and ups the game. And for a rookie quarterback to go out and feel that in at a stadium that's going to be pretty impactful, that's tough for a rookie quarterback to go on the road and win a game. I don't even know what that record is. I'll talk about it tomorrow. But like, what's the record for road? Like, what's the record for a rookie quarterback to win a road playoff game? Like, how many rookie quarterbacks have won playoff road games? I bet you that number is very, very low.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Very, very low when you think about it. So,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think Jaden Daniels don't have he can play free. I think he's done what he's done. I think they have nothing to lose it for Washington. Nobody's expecting them to be there. Whatever they do, is no pressure on Jaden Daniels. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that pressure going to Tampa Bay really impacts them. I think they're going to fight. I think they're going to fight with Tampa Bay. I think it's going to be a very close game, a good game, high scoring. And I think it's going to be the person with the last ball, and it could be Washington. We've seen that they're resilient. They're a resilient bunch. Um, so we'll see, man. I think this is a good playoffs bracket on both sides, AFC and NFC. Detroit is the one I got a lot of questions for. I know they look great. They do. They look great. But to be honest with you, Don, Sam Darnold just played really bad. Really, really bad. So, yes, did Detroit win that game by multiple scores? But they also had bad play with Minnesota not scoring the ball 3 times in their own, 5-yard line with players that were wide open. And Sam was just overthrowing them, misthrowing them.
yeah,
So
he was.
it
No, he
was a
was.
bad look. So I think that you play that game again, I don't think it's the same outcome. So I think to me, the excitement is around Detroit. Obviously, it's going to be a tough place to go to Detroit and win. But I think if the Eagles end up seeing Detroit, they go to the Super Bowl. And I got a couple
Yeah,
matchups with the Eagles being in the Super Bowl.
I'll repeat this tomorrow, but I just looked it up, and we'll do it in our time frame. Since 2000, um, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 looks like 12 rookie quarterbacks have won a game.
That's a lot. That's a lot. 12 rookies in 20 years, right?
Yeah, so Aaron
Or 20, I
Brooks.
guess 2000, so 25 years.
Yeah,
So
Aaron
that's
Brooks
half. That's
got a win.
50.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks got one. Roethlisberger got one. It's actually less because they're counting rookie quarterbacks that didn't even play, like
Oh,
Matt Castle, Cynical Wallace. They were on those Seattle teams, but they didn't play. Like T.J. Yates got one.
wait,
Russell
didn't Matt
Wilson got
Castle? I
one.
thought Matt Castle didn't he win one with
No,
the
he didn't. He
Patriots?
didn't play. There's no
Oh,
stat. C.J. Stroud, most recent. Brock Purdy. But here's the thing. In the last 5 years, the only two rookie quarterbacks who have won is Brock Purdy and C.J. Stroud. Before that, the last one to get a win in the 2000s was Russell Wilson in 2012. So it goes Brock Purdy because they just went to the Super Bowl. Then it C.J. Stroud won one, and then the next closest one was 2012, and that was Russell Wilson. So decent gap, right? Like almost a 10-year gap between
mhm.
the next time a rookie quarterback won. So, um, when
I
you
think
when
it's gonna
you
be interesting. Interesting matchup.
yeah, but yeah, how long was that though, Don? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm just saying like when you look at the odds of it happening, especially with there's two rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs which is probably even another stat line to even look at. Like, what are the odds of both rookie quarterbacks getting a win? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not sure, man. And I mean, we'll break down the numbers in the line tomorrow, but just food for thought there. But I do like the Eagles making it to the Super Bowl. I do like. I think it's going to be a rematch. I do like KC versus Birds. I just
I got a couple plays in at. I'll show you some plus money. I took a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Super Bowl matchups.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
all
save
have
it for tomorrow. Don't
they
don't,
all
don't
have
give it. Don't give it to
our
them now. Don't
birds.
give it to
Oh,
them now. Don't give it to them now. Nah, they gotta come. You gotta come on back. They gotta come on back and check us out.